This is the Govee Neon Rope Light. It's bright, bendable, affordable, and easy to use. And now, it's yesterday's news, because this is the new Neon Rope Light 2. And Govee just proved that rope lights can be a lot more flexible. If you're not familiar with Govee, but you're interested in smart lights at all, this is a company worth looking at. Govee has been around for a while now and made a name for itself with smart lights that are big, beautiful, and most importantly, affordable. The company sells everything from LED strips to light panels to even star projectors. Check out my review for that last one. And that affordability is really what sets Govee apart. To be honest, it doesn't make the brightest, most colorful lights you can buy. You still need to turn to Philips or Nanoleaf for that. But unlike those two companies, Govee's products are actually affordable, which is great because it doesn't really matter how beautiful a smart light is if you can't afford to buy it. And for the price, Govee lights have always been plenty colorful and bright. I use them to light up my house, my Lego storage center, and there's even a Govee light behind me. But while the original Neon Rope Light was very good, it didn't quite deliver on all of its promises. For one, the entire point here is that you can bend it into shapes, and you can, to a point. It's bendable in some directions, but not vertically, which is arguably what matters most, so you'll have trouble making tight curves happen. But the new Rope Light 2 is far more bendy, and while you'll have some limitations still, including a new one, new shapes are completely possible. You could even write words in cursive with these lights, if you plan carefully. Part of how Govee got there is by using a new, thinner material that's much more flexible than the old rope light. The one thing you don't get anymore is cutting. You could actually cut the old rope light to help with fitting around a desk or a table. You can't do that with this new light, unfortunately. But I think for the more options you get, you're better off in the long run. I don't see you wanting to cut rope lights all that often. Thankfully, these lights continue to use Govee's excellent app. If you have a lot of Govee products like I do, you'll appreciate how easy that is to use. Setting up new lights is a cinch. It's as simple as turning the lights on, tapping Add New Device in the app, and then tapping on the rope lights as soon as they appear as an option. You can name them, adjust them, set color scenes, and more. But the app also has a new trick up its sleeve. To help program the lights, you can take a picture of them on your wall, and the Govee app will try to automatically detect the lights and give you a digital match of the shape so you can program different sections of the lights in DIY mode. Of course, you can just use the presets instead, including Govee's many scenes. But if I'm being honest, most of the pre-programmed scenes aren't great. You'll probably find something you like, but only after digging through a lot that you don't. But that's okay, since you can just set your own custom effects. But the nice thing about these preset scenes is that they do come with fun animations, including for when you turn them off and on. So here real quick, we'll turn on, and it's kind of got a fun little spin to it. You don't have to use the app to control these, of course. All Govee lights come with a control box connected to them, which includes an on-off button, along with a brightness and a scene selection for all your programmed scenes. I don't necessarily love these control boxes. They do have double-sided sticky tape that lets you stick them against the wall, but then it ruins the nice, clean, minimalist look that I prefer with my LED strips. But as far as getting the light on the wall, it's pretty easy. You can just... Okay, it wasn't quite that easy, but it wasn't too bad. Unlike the original Neon Rope Light, you won't find a long sticker on the back to attach to your wall. Instead, you get a series of small brackets, some that have a long metal piece attaching to, and then you can bend to make the shape you want. This is good and bad. It does give you the ability to make far sharper curves than you could before, but also if you get things wrong, and you probably will, those brackets are no good anymore. I have one right here that won't stick to the wall anymore just because I took it off when I didn't get things quite right. It comes off that easy, and that's not great. Now you could attach more double-sided sticky tape to fix that, but still, not great. Hey, by the way, if you've enjoyed this review so far, would you consider subscribing to the channel? We're quickly approaching 2,000 subscribers, which is a great milestone. Thanks to everyone who subscribed so far. Overall though, I wish the app itself had a way to help you design what to put in here. There are a few suggested designs that they give and that will work with their AI automatically should you use it, but it doesn't give you a how-to on those. It's just pictures of what to do. Other apps like Nanoleaf and so forth have suggestions that give you exactly what to do and how to do, and that would be a boon here. As far as that AI that can let you take a picture of this setup and then design DIY scenes around that picture, I couldn't test that yet. It's not working at the moment. The app asked me to upgrade this to a new version that isn't available. I assume that's because this is a pre-release review set. Other things you should know is that this is Matter compatible. Now, if you don't know what Matter is, don't worry about it. It's a new standard that was supposed to fix all the things that are wrong with smart home and really hasn't done that yet, at least. You can just set this up as usual over Wi-Fi. If you do care about Matter, you can go into your Matter controller app and set it up that way instead. The lights themselves are good. They get plenty bright. This isn't even 100%. This is just what looks good on camera. They come in two sizes, 3 meters for $70 and 6 meters for $100, which is what I have here. I recommend getting the 6 meter if you can afford it. This felt just long enough to kind of get a design in, and I feel like at half the length you wouldn't really get much of anything. But if you don't have the space, keep in mind you cannot cut this rope, so that's when a 3 meter rope would make more sense. The Govee Neon Rope Light 2 is available starting today, and I think it's a pretty good product all around. At $100, it's fairly affordable for a rope light, and it looks nice too. The fact that it's Matter compatible is a nice bonus. I do wish you could cut this like you could the earlier one, but I think they had to give something up in order to get more bendable. And in the long run, if you want something in your wall, this is the better choice. If you do prefer something to wrap around your desk and give yourself a gamer vibe, then I would go with the original rope light, which can still be cut. When it's available, I'll test the new image scene capabilities and I'll try to follow up with another video about that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more like it. Until then, bye!